Hi. Um, Inclusion, and especially including differences, and which is something that's a theme that's very dear to me. This video is about inclusion. Hi. This is a video on inclusion of differences. Um, let's be honest. Inclusion is difficult. Inclusion demands that you have an open mind from both sides. And especially in my case, inclusion is something that is very dear to me. Inclusion, let's be honest here, I'm trans. I have gone through my entire change. Everything is done. I still have to learn how to become. This would not have been easy were it not for the inclusion of the people around me. And this is definitely my gratitude towards the inclusion that people have, how would I say it, made me feel. It also demands that I do some inclusion of my own towards others. And this seeps through in something in some wonderful ways. Believe it or not, I play Runescape. Yes, I vividly play. In fact, I love Runescape. I play the new version, not the old school. And in this 2018, at the end of the year, there's always a Christmas event. And this year it's not different. This year the event is called Violet is Blue. And this is a story of a little girl that's called Violet, that's been adopted by a Yeti couple. And she finds a way to poke through to the alternate world, to your world. And she's a little bit lost, and you try to find her way home. And it actually turns out that every year, around this time of the year, all the Yeti just come together to celebrate. Just to celebrate. It's a rite of passing for the young Yeti to actually go to a party. And Violet would like to go too, but she's not really a Yeti. And you go through an entire quest, accompanied by her dad, obviously. And you pass several barriers, and in the very end, she gets scared. Because in the end you're at the edge of the village, where the party is going to be, the feast is going to be. And she mumbles, what if they don't like me? Because she does realize that though she is a Yeti inside, she's been raised by Yeti, wonderful people, well, wonderful creatures anyway, that she is externally not really a Yeti. She roars like a kid. She roars like a little baby. And this entire quest is actually Violet's quest towards herself and towards understanding the world and towards being in perfect harmony with oneself in order to face that world. Needless to say, for once it's a quest without killing anything, without destroying anything, without vanquishing anything, No. It's a quest inwards. And it's a beautiful quest. I have to be honest, I'm very emotional at times, and I just wept a little tear at the end. Because at the very end, at the very end, the young Yeti kids, they see Violet, and her fears didn't come true. They liked her at first sight. They were actually lining up to make friends with her. They were lining up for inclusion. And inclusion happens in both ways. The young Yeti were including Violet, who was a human child. But that is because Violet exposed herself as a Yeti. Me as an adventurer, a non-Yeti, they would have, but they would not have accepted me as one of them. Which means actually that inclusion comes from both sides. Inclusion means that you have to be open towards including someone within you or within your environment, but from the other side you have to be includable. And if you more and more in this society, I see people setting up walls. This is my culture, this is my faith, this is my religion, this is my politics, this is my view, this is me, this is how I think, and I don't have to come over the bridge and you have to accept me for what I am. Yes, but you have to be acceptable. And the very fact that I was included into the group of women demanded that I have to expose femininity. I have to be acceptable as a woman. Violet made herself acceptable as a Yeti. She exposed all Yeti-isms that she could expose. And there were enough connections for the Yeti children to accept her as one of them and to include her. And this is the message that Runescape Jagex actually gave. It's inclusion. And this is what I would like to say. It's just thank you so much for this quest, because it has such a profound truth. Inclusion comes from both sides. The moment that you just wall yourself in and demand to be included, that's not possible. Inclusion demands efforts from both sides. Both sides. Both sides. And once you give that effort, yes. Well, in my case, that's not really relevant, but if you want to experience inclusion, you're going to have to break down some walls. And yes, in my case, the walls were walling me in, were not walling people out, but I wanted to break down my walls in order to get included. But if you want to be included, you're going to have to break down the defenses. going to have to be accepted. You're going to have to smell like a Yeti, roar like a Yeti, well, dress like a Yeti, probably, act like a Yeti, and you will be accepted as one. And this is why this quest is so exceptionally important for me. This is why I wanted to bring this video. If you have an account on Runescape, please try the quest. It has several challenges, believe it or not. It's not an easy one, but once you do it's also, I experienced the quests in RuneScape more or less as a personal, as a very personal thing. Except for the slash vanquish and slay things, I have the end of chivalry is just basically slaying Dawn, which is horrendously. But this is a quest in which is also a quest towards yourself. It helps you think. And for once it's a quest, it's not about slaying things. It's not a quest about destroying things. It's about bringing people together. Actually, it's a quest about inclusion. It's also a message, a request. Include by being included.